So there's a fellow by the name of Ryan Walters. He is a school board representative from Oklahoma, I believe. I don't know much about him, but Queen Laura decided to share something, a little bit of a little tidbit with me. If you're familiar with a person known as Eggs Benedict, I believe that Eggs Benedict was an unfortunate victim of an assault and unfortunately passed away as a result of the incident. Is that correct? Or did Eggs Benedict take their own life? Next Benedict. I don't know why I said Eggs Benedict. Well, I know why I did. It's a clear play on the word Eggs Benedict, okay? Anyway, it's a very sad situation. Up on the name aside. So, essentially, murdered, right? Like, every time a trans person is assaulted for being trans or attacked for their identity, and then they, succumb to depression, to anxiety, to those evil thoughts that are put in their head by the society, by the transphobic society in which we live, I consider that a murder. Technically, yes, it was their own hands that did it, but it was the society that killed them. They were killed and murdered by society. So, what did Ryan Walters decide to add to this discussion? Following a furious rebuke from outraged Oklahomans, Ryan Walters continues to spread hate, maligning and misgendering trans student Next Benedict. In response to an op-ed published today by Oklahoma State Superintendent of Public Instruction, Ryan Walters, who seeks to divert blame for the death of non-binary Oklahoma teen Next Benedict following a bullying incident that took place at school, Kelly Robinson, Human Rights Campaign president, released the following statement. It is ludicrous and offensive to see Ryan Walters painting himself as an opponent of bullying and defender of children, while in the same breath, he misgenders and insults Next Benedict, the young Oklahoma teen who died following a school bullying incident on his watch in the state school system that he leads. This is further evidence that he does not have the vaguest idea of how to actually run a state school system and is interested in nothing but raising his own profile, insulting a teen who died in tragic circumstances, fanning the flames of hatred, and attacking the entirety of Oklahoma's LGBTQ+ community. Ryan Walters, you should be ashamed of yourself. Resign now. What was his statement? I thought this was going to give us his statement. Ah, there's a video. Excellent. Let's take a look. After the death of Next Benedict, Oklahoma State Superintendent Ryan Walters is standing by anti-LGBTQ+ policies implemented in the state schools.
School, we want every student to be protected. We want every student to be successful.
No, you don't.
So we want every child to feel that way.
No,
that also means we're not going to lie to students, and we're not going to push a gender ideology.
About 350 national, state, and local organizations are calling for the removal of Walters as state superintendent.
Okay, so they just up and decided to just start messing with you. There was
because of the way that we.
I should give a content warning. Obviously, we're talking about a very heavy subject here. It will get lighthearted later in the segment, but for right now, this is tragic stuff.
Yes.
Footage from the Owasso Police Department captured Nex telling a school resource officer that they had poured water on 3 students because they were bullying Nex. Authorities are awaiting the full results of the autopsy and toxicology reports for more insight surrounding the teen's death. Okay, we don't need any of this. Hold on. Where's the full quote? In his first interview, reacting to the death of the student, Next Benedict, Mr. Walters told the New York Times that the death was a tragedy, but that it did not change his views on how the questions of gender should be handled in schools. There's not multiple This is right after, by the way. This is literally right after. There's not multiple genders. There's 2. That's how God created us. Your God is fake, okay? What do I say, folks? Say it with me. If you love your God so much, go meet him. Saying he did not believe that non-binary or transgender people exist. He said that Oklahoma schools would not allow students to use preferred names or pronouns that differ from their birth sex. Yeah, you killed this person. You killed this poor non-binary child. You always treat individuals with dignity or respect because they're made in God's image. No, it's not because they're made in God's image. It's because they're people who deserve basic dignity and respect. That doesn't change truth. The truth is, you suck, dude. You killed this person. That's the truth. You killed Next Benedict. You and your ilk. You are directly responsible for this. Now that we've, established a healthy hatred of this disgusting individual, we now get to the fun part, where Ryan Walters was caught, apparently, watching porn during a school board meeting. Let's take a look.
Yeah, OMS, the Office of Management and Enterprise Services, is asking the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office to
Man of God, by the way. Very devout, holy man of God. Watching, I believe, lesbian porn as well. Just to, throw that in there.
look into Ryan Walters' serious allegations. They want to know if anything was illegally done within this building at last week's Board of Education meeting.
So OMES did reach out to us and they asked us to look into it, and that's exactly what we're going to do.
Investigations launched Monday into State Superintendent Ryan Walters. Did he have nude women on a TV behind him during last week's Board of Education meeting? And was any crime committed if so?
And at this point,
I don't care if a crime was committed, honestly. Make a new one for him.
we simply don't know if there was any type of criminal behavior. That's what this investigation is to look into. Obviously, it's impossible to say what exactly the investigation is going to entail until we start talking with somebody.
Walters denies those allegations made by some State Board of Education members. The state's Bureau of Investigations says they wouldn't be involved unless the sheriff's office finds criminality. Now, we reached out to OMES several times today about these investigations and didn't hear back, but it's something lawmakers have their eyes on.
We're going to do an investigation on it. I do know that both the House and the Senate, we want to get to the bottom. We don't want to just try to figure out something and say that, well, that's the facts. Let's get to the facts.
Well, we did reach out to the State Department of Education. We even actually stopped by their offices, but we did not hear back. We wanted to see if Superintendent Walters would be able to talk about these allegations since he says they're false. Now, we'll be following this story very closely at the State Department of Ed.
As will we all. Yeah, so, like, what's so funny to me is, like, it's one thing that it was porn. It's a whole thing other entirely because of the horrific shit that he spewed about gay and trans people, that it was lesbians. Oh, yes. It's fine when I'm jerking off to them, just not when they, want rights. Oh, two women want to get married? F that. Two women want to have sex with each other and I can watch it? Well, I mean, sign me up, right? Right, Ryan? That brings us into this interview. Now, I've seen this interview going around quite a bit. I watched a little bit of it on Vosh's channel. Well, oh shit. Vosh. Screw Vosh. He sucks. I don't like him. Vosh? Who's Vosh? Anyway, I didn't watch Vosh watch this because I don't watch Vosh, but I was like kind of tuned in a little bit and heard a little bit of it, and it sounds really funny, so I'm going to now watch the whole thing. I guess you could call it like 10% pre-watched, but from what I know of this interviewer, she does an exceptionally good job tearing into this sorry excuse for a man. Let's take a look.
I appreciate you talking to us about this. It must have been a wild few days for you. I would love to hear.
With the context that we now have, that will make this all the more satisfying.
What?
Yeah, suit with jeans. Like, I'm not saying you can't. Listen, I'm not a fashion expert like some people that I don't watch, but I will say this is not a good look, in my opinion. If you're gonna do like the suit jacket with jeans, something looks off about it. Something looks very off, and also like I don't know. This just is not a good look.
It's down. A trash Walk fit. Us through what happened during that executive session.
Sure. I mean,
also look at the sleeves. Like, you got a trapezoid, my boy, on the sleeves. That is rancid. Rancid work.
What we've seen here is the grossest lies and political attack that the state's ever seen.
Yeah, it's a lot grosser than what you did, right?
We have a cable TV box back there. And we have got a gross accusation that's already been proven by OMES and the sheriff's office to be impossible to have happened. There's no devices connected to that cable TV. Mm-hmm. It is a cable TV set. We've got board members that are lying.
There's no device. So he means like smart devices, I assume.
And crucifying my character to stop the work we're doing here for Oklahomans. And I will not tolerate these lies.
Crucifying my character? He's basically Jesus Christ if you think about it, guys. He's being crucified.
The character assassination, my family has had to hear this nonsense for 4 days.
It's a whole ass smart TV? Yeah, like he keeps saying cable TV. Like, isn't every TV these days a smart TV? I'm not, okay, it is Oklahoma, right? So, like, it could very well be like one of those old boxes. But, like, yeah, if it was, it was probably a smart TV.
Of something that is demonstrably.
Sorry, I keep pausing. I've accidentally connected, I think like once. I feel like I've at least connected once accidentally to a smart TV. I think it was while I was at the nursing homes, maybe. I don't know. I think everybody's accident. Who among us has not accidentally connected to a smart TV. Let's be real.
Had to hear this nonsense for 4 days of something that is demonstrably false because
4
board members
days? That's 1 day longer than your Savior.
Governor Stitt
He's
decided
basically
to tell
Jesus
a lie
Christ
and
plus.
spin a narrative that is impossible to be true. So what we're seeing is a political attack to assassinate my character because they're trying to stop the will of Oklahomans to bring education reform. And I'm just absolutely not going to tolerate it.
Sounds like
Education reform, like what? What reforms are you bringing, Ryan Walters, the man at least partially responsible for killing a non-binary child? What brilliant reforms do you have in mind?
you're looping Governor Stitt in with this.
By the way, Oklahoma is 50th place. 50th place for education.
It's a pretty strong accusation.
Out
It's
of
his
50.
board. It's his board members that concocted a lie. It is his board members that decided to try to disrupt a board meeting. And when that didn't work, they went to the most salacious lie they could come up with and to accuse me of something that is
He's very
impossible
confident right now.
to have happened, that did not happen.
We'll see if that holds
That
up.
is now provable by 2 independent investigators.
How the f*** is it impossible to have happened? That you pulled up porn? Dog, anybody can pull up porn on a whim now. And since everything's connected to everything else, it's not inconceivable that your goddamn iPhone or computer or whatever could connect to the smart TV by total accident and start playing porn.
They
you
haven't
were watching
released
it.
any results of investigations.
And they will be.
But you're
And I
saying
entered-
this is
100
what
I've
they're
already,
going to-
they've already been here. We've
So
already done it.
you've
It
talked
is
to them,
we've already
both
done it.
agencies.
It is impossible.
Sorry.
That did not happen. That is now provable by 2 independent investigations.
They haven't released any results of investigations.
And they will be.
But you're
And I
saying
entered
this is
100
But you say that they've proven, and yet there's been no investigation yet. Like, the investigation's still in process, sir. So there's no proof of anything yet. He's like sitting here like, they've already proven everything. Meanwhile, like, the results have not even been released yet.
they've already been here. We've already done it.
You've
It
talked
is
to them,
we've already
both
done it.
agencies.
It is impossible. That is a cable TV device. You turn on a cable TV. That's what was on in the office. This is a lie to assassinate my character. This is something that has been coordinated with the governor's office, with the teachers' unions, with some in the media. I've seen these.
He's backed himself into a bit of a corner here. Because if you think about it, he might have been able to get away with this. Like, he might have been able to squeak by and say, yeah, Republicans might have come to his defense. You know, they're freaks. They don't care what you do. You can rape children and they won't care. Look at Donald Trump right now. Plenty of people still supporting that man, despite the allegations. The shadow government, the 5G towers, BlackRock, the people who live in the Bermuda Triangle and the Illuminati were part of the staged and fake conspiracy to assassinate. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no. You guys don't understand. I'm basically Jesus Christ, and for 4 whole days, which is 1 day longer than Jesus Christ, like, I've been crucified. My character has been crucified. It's basically the same as being killed, if you think about it.
Media headlines that are outrageous. There are none of my devices.
This is God punishing him. That would be really funny. If there is a God, this is how it, like, this would be a great sense of humor. Honestly, if this is God's sense of humor, sign me up. I'm a Christian again.
Connected
That's
to
fine.
that TV. It is a cable TV box. It is an outrageous lie to destroy the work we're doing for Oklahomans. That's what this is. This is a new low. Never seen anything like this in Oklahoma. To see this type of political attack because they don't agree with bringing school choice to parents. They don't agree with an America First agenda. They have tried in every way to disrupt and it hasn't worked. So they went with the most salacious.
School choice, meaning that we will give vouchers to rich people to send their kids to private schools so that we can defund public schools and over anybody who doesn't have mommy and daddy's inheritance money. That's school choice. It's choice for the wealthy, okay? That's all it is. When we could just send those rich-ass kids to the same public schools that the rest of the poor people have to go to. Like is American tradition, mind you, okay? Public school is as American as apple pie. Sorry. Rich, poor alike. Y'all shit in the same pot, okay? That's how I want it.
On my character to try to disrupt that.
I mean, honestly, when I hear that accusation, that seems as bad or worse as the accusation they made against you. So my question is, what happens to those people if it turns out that they did lie? How?
Ooh, I like this. She's turning it back around on him. She's like, you know, they could also pin you down for accusing them of wrongdoing when they didn't do anything wrong. Just letting you know that. We'll see what he
How do
says.
you move forward? Do they stay on the board? Did they commit a crime?
They should be resigning immediately. They should be resigning from their posts immediately. This is...
You don't want any legal action against them for these horrific attacks on your character? You don't want to press charges against them for defamation? Interesting. I almost press charges against Brian, what the f is his name? The gay guy, the gay traitor. It's the thing from Rick and Morty. Plumbus. Brian Plumbus. I almost pressed charges against him because he like literally put in quotes that I said that like porn is good for children. Like he said that I said that. Like that's some real shit, man. Like that is actual defamation of character. Now I'm not going to press charges because that's a lot of time and money and effort that I don't feel like spending right now. But I'm just pointing it out that I could if I wanted.
The most outrageous
so if I were
lie
him
and scandal for political purposes that we've seen in the state. I will never back down to these lies and character assassination attempts.
And frankly, Brad's not worth it anyway. Like, I don't know. He's such a scum.
That they all know not to be true. They should resign immediately from the board in disgrace over the lies that they perpetrated.
So this was a screen that's just connected to a cable box. The folks saying, hey, just turn
They
on
should
your
quit.
devices.
They should
Did
all
the
quit
sheriff's
and
office
leave
ask
me
for any of your
alone.
devices?
We've gone through the entire investigation.
Sorry.
So this was a screen that's just connected to a cable box. The folks saying, hey, just turn over your devices. Did the sheriff's office ask for any of your devices?
We've gone through the entire investigation with both the sheriff's office and OMES.
Did they ask for them?
We've checked all the devices. They have run through everything that they need to determine that that TV has never been connected to these devices. It's, Wendy, it is cable network
That's still
TV.
pending though. He's just
They
lying.
are running with a lie to accuse me of somehow having some inappropriate behavior that they know is false. Those are lies, and they should be resigning immediately.
What do you think
for
was
this
on the
gross.
screen? I mean, you
Sorry, I don't usually go after people's appearances. Does it strike you, like, do you think he had hair plugs? I feel like people who get hair plugs have, like, this look about their hair. I could be wrong. I don't know what it is. It feels like he got hair plugs. Maybe it's just, he has hair plug energy. This is coming from a guy, by the way, that has actually considered getting hair plugs myself. So it's not like I think, you know, I don't think so. Okay, maybe it's just me then. I don't know.
mentioned cable.
It's cable
TV.
TV.
He looks like my mom's jackass ex. That's great.
It's cable TV.
A young Ryan
Something popping up
Gosling?
and having to
No.
turn it off.
No, it's
Isn't Ryan Gosling, like, he's not a bad looking dude. I'm not gonna say that, but like, let's not compare him to, you know, people who look good, because this isn't a good look for him. Ryan Gosling's hot, isn't he? I forget what he looks like. Ryan Gosling. Yeah, like, come on. No. If anything, if you really want to go there, like maybe Ryan Reynolds. Great value Ryan Reynolds we picked up from Walmart on the way home from work. Because we didn't feel like cooking real Ryan Reynolds. Fresh, never frozen Ryan Reynolds. He does look like teaming Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, I can see that.
cable TV. It's cable TV. I don't know what was
I'm nothing if not honest. He's not like a bad looking dude or anything. He just sucks.
on cable TV. I don't know what the lies, where they start, where they end. I don't know. But what I do know is that it's a cable network TV that only has access to cable network TV.
So both of those agencies have come in, they've checked your devices, you are confident they're going to come out and say this is impossible what they're alleging, but you have no plans to turn over any other state devices. I know you're hearing people from your own party saying, hey man, please just give them your devices, clear your name and be done with it. I'm not hearing
They're begging
that.
We just cleared my name. We had 2 independent agencies come
No,
in here
you
and do a
didn't.
full investigation. There is nothing that occurred that was inappropriate on my part in any way whatsoever. These are lies. These are lies for political advantages to assassinate a political opponent.
This is the best way, by the way. This is the best thing that could have happened. The only thing that could have made this worse is if it was too many was watching. Like, that's the only way this could have been worse. But putting that aside, this is the best thing that could have happened because, one, once again, it's lesbian porn. And two, this is a very goofy way to get in trouble. When Donald Trump got in trouble and got 37 felony charges filed against him, all of those felony charges were for, like, cheating in business. Okay? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. In fact, some people think that's cool. It's like, oh, wow, you cheated to get more money? That's cool. How can I do that? Nobody wants to be the guy who was watching lesbian porn during a school board meeting. Nobody wants to be that guy. So it's just extra funny when stuff like that happens to bad people.
That's what you just saw. And for 4 days, we've had folks in the media running with a salacious lie to destroy me, to attack my family. My kids have got to watch all of this play out with the teachers' unions
And I'll reiterate this. I think the best path he could have taken is owning it. I think it may have caused some tension between his wife, understandably. You should have just owned it, man. You should have been like, yeah, you know, like, what of it? But, like, you can't. You can't, because even that would have been bad. Like, I still think it would have been bad for him, because then he's got to be like, oh, well, you know, yeah, I watch lesbian porn, but, like, I'm a Christian. Like, you have to reconcile that with being a Christian. It's between a rock and a hard place, I guess. I don't know if there would have been an easier path here, but this path is certainly an interesting choice.
Pushing this.
It's the cowardly choice, I'll say that.
That's going on to try to destroy me, to stop the work we're doing for Oklahomans, and I absolutely will not stop.
You want the board member
Would have been even better if it were trans porn. Oh, that would have been. Hey, it still could be, right? Technically.
to resign.
Although I will say usually that's labeled because, you know, we're still in a transphobic society. So usually it's called like ladyboy porn or like she-male or whatever. So we would have known, but whatever.
I mean, you mentioned the governor's involvement. This is pretty messy. Any repercussions for him?
I mean, he's got a lot of questions. Stop.
Hold on.
You want the
Sorry,
board
I keep
members to
rewinding.
resign. I mean, you mentioned the governor's involvement. This is pretty messy. Any repercussions for him?
I mean, he's got a lot of questions to answer, doesn't he? It's his board doing his will. They fought school choice in the board meeting. They tried to disrupt it. They tried to block more private schools from coming into the state. They then made up the most salacious lie about an elected official that's doing the work of the people of Oklahoma that's never been engaged in anything like what they're accusing. So he's got a lot of questions to answer. Is that his bidding? Did he tell them to do that? Because you can see the whole board.
So press charges, buddy. Go ahead. He's slandering your like, it's so funny. I'll say again, it's so funny how big a deal he's making out of it. Like he's Jesus Christ over here being persecuted. And like, he doesn't even have the ads to be like, yeah, I'm going to sue him back. Yeah. Like if anything he was saying held any water whatsoever, he would absolutely be suing their asses back. But no, he's not doing that because he knows that so he's just like, they should all quit. They need to resign. Yeah, they need to resign. When they'd be in huge trouble if they were just making this up.
I mean, you can see the way things happen, and things switch the next day. After
Hold on, are there pictures? Obviously can't show it on stream, but are there pictures? I almost typed in Ryan Reynolds. Oh, his name is Ryan Walters, which is funny. Here, let's see the latest update on this just while we're looking. I don't think they would release the image, but investigations continue week after allegations of nude images shown on Ryan Walters' office TV. Investigations are underway after allegations surfaced that naked women appeared on television during an Oklahoma Board of Education meeting. Wait, the Board of Education meetings are usually live streamed, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Oh, we just watched that. New documents give insight into what might have been on Ryan Walters' TV during the meeting. Several investigations underway. A report from Alias Cybersecurity revealed that they could not reach a conclusion about what was on the screen. When they turned the TV on, it displayed a Samsung TV channel called Movie Hub Action, which does show R-rated content, but it remains unclear if that was playing during the meeting. The report also confirmed that the TV was connected to Wi-Fi, had AirPlay capabilities, and did not have parental controls enabled. So he's already lying, which we knew he was, but it's a smart TV. It's a smart TV. So if he's lying about that now, obviously we can't trust him on anything else he says. Is he really? No, he wouldn't be using maybe he is using a Samsung TV app to watch porn. That seems like the kind of thing a loser like him would do. I don't know. I can't find anything. Whatever.
all of those type of conversations. So yeah, I
Point
think
is,
he's got
he
a lot
lied.
of questions to answer with this.
Okay, so the timeline is you'll walk in for executive session, the cable TV is on, maybe something was on, you're not sure what it was, it got turned off.
Yeah.
That's it. I just want to make sure I have that because we're hearing
Oh, he wasn't
so
turned
many
off.
things.
So many lies. So many lies. That is what happened. That is all that could have happened. So what you're seeing, again, is a political assassination of my character. It is outrageous. We've never
Wait, what
seen
you're
political
saying?
assassination of my character. It is outrageous. We've never
I'm going to be charitable, which I shouldn't be, but I'm going to be charitable and assume he means the information that you've been given is what is an attack, not directly accusing her.
seen an attack this coordinated in the state of Oklahoma. And so, absolutely,
But he could.
we have
That would be
shown
very funny.
that there was nothing inappropriate done by me.
Yeah, it's always a political assassination. You know, it's a political attack when, like, we say that Trump is in the Epstein files, even though he won't release the Epstein files. When he ran on releasing the Epstein files, and he released the MLK and JFK files, but for some reason, very, very funny thing that like, he won't release those files, huh? He'll release everything else, just not those. But how dare you accuse him? That's a political attack on his character. How dare you?
Any way, shape, or form, and this is absolutely outrageous.
Any chance a staff member was in and just flipping around and left that channel on?
It's cable, network, TV. What is your network showing right now?
I usually, okay, so it's funny because I usually hate this like snarky tone of voice, but when it's used effectively like this against somebody that is a monstrous, aberrant piece of shit, like a walking pile of shit, it's very good. Love it. I love her.
I hope not nudes.
Okay, well, it's network TV.
Not nudes.
It's cable TV.
Oh.
It's cable TV is what we're talking about here. So this is cable, network TV. What is your network showing right now?
I hope not nudes.
Okay, well, it's network TV.
I hope
it's
not
cable
nudes.
TV. It's cable TV is what we're talking about here. So this is an outrageous lie by board members to try to disrupt the agenda of the people of Oklahoma. And again, they are appointed by Governor Stitt. These are his appointees.
Sue them.
Absolutely no chance it was a staff member just messing around.
Cable, network, TV. What is on Fox right now?
She's even like, she's even like giving him an out because what's so funny is she could have given him this out before, or like this is an out that he could have considered, is like, that's what they always do, right? It was a staff member. Oh, sorry, it was a staff member. And then like one of their staff has to take the blow, right? And they get fired. It's so funny because she's like, wow, I would have thought it would have been a staff member that you would have fired at right afterwards. Too bad you can't say that now, huh? Wish you'd have thought of that, buddy.
It's network TV. It's cable TV. Okay. That is what can only be accessed by a device. It's cable TV.
Any chance that you would want to see criminal charges involved in what's happening to you right now? If they are coordinating this attack like you believe, that is
She's asking all the right questions.
We're looking at all options on the table.
So you've spoken with the sheriff. Anything else you feel like they've gotten from you? You're just awaiting their final report?
Yeah, this is over. We've got 2 independent investigations to show that the accusations made against me cannot be
There's pending investigation still, man. As of 22 hours ago, at least.
True.
We just haven't heard that from them.
Okay.
We're waiting. No, I just wanted to make sure.
So these lies.
Forgot to say this before, but your channel has been insanely comforting as of late. I have been bedbound with my chronic migraines, and you've helped so much. I appreciate that very much, Heather Moore. Very good to know that my content brings joy to people. I am glad to hear that. It's things like that make my day. It makes my day. Thank you.
What they're going to come forward with.
I just met with them. We just went through the whole thing.
Cool.
These lies.
Favorite chatter
the
of
most
the day.
outrageous thing we've ever seen on an elected official.
The rest of you suck.
It is beyond absurd the levels that the left will go to stop the
left
of the people of Oklahoma.
The radical left.
What it is.
That's
they
100%.
They care that much, and they're willing to go that far.
Yes, this is.
Does that terrify you in terms of leading an agency in the state, possibly seeking higher office that they're?
Look at his lip twitch.
You in terms of leading an agency in the state,
He's like
possibly
his teeth.
seeking higher office, that there are people out there who might be willing to go that far? It's so extreme.
Wendy, I will always fight for the people of Oklahoma. I will always.
It's so nuts. They have every branch of government right now. Every branch you're in with we're talking Oklahoma. Like, there is not a state redder than that. Practically. The Democrat, the governor is Democrat, but other than that, all the reins of power, all of them. And still, you flop this hard. And you soy this much over the radical left and how powerful they are. The elites. What the fuck, man? Fascists are such whiny little bitches, dude. Okay? It's so funny because we usually say scratch a liberal and a fascist bleeds. It works the other way around too. Scratch a fascist and a liberal bleeds. He's acting like a grimy little liberal.
Fight for the values of the people of Oklahoma.
See?
This
is liberal talk.
That's what I'm going to continue to fight to do. So I'm not going to back down from, I get a crazy attack every week, it seems like, but they reached a whole new low with this one, and we absolutely will not tolerate these lies, the salacious lies,
so sue them.
The political assassination that they're attempting to do.
Sorry about your kids. Anytime kids are involved,
Well, that's
I'm sorry about his kids,
That's what they
too.
wanted. That's what they wanted out of this, was to crucify my character. What they wanted was my kids getting faced with this, seeing headlines. That's what they intended to do with all of this, and it's absolutely disgusting.
Hiding behind your kids is a wild move, dude. She baited him into that, too. I don't know if she meant to do this, But let's just give her the benefit of the doubt and say she baited this. He's throwing his own children up as a body shield. Disgusting work, dude. Unbelievable cowardice. Pants pissing from this degenerate. This failed father. Disgusting. Bro's hitting the Elon move. Yeah. Rancid.
People in the
Rancid.
school board would target children? Your children.
You see the lies that they've peddled about me. They have attempted to disrupt in any way they can, at any
If he were a real man, he'd say, leave my kids out of this.
price. That's
no.
what you have seen.
They were
over the
going
last
after
4
my
days.
kids. Ooh,
It is absolutely
my poor
outrageous
children.
that people
Think
that
about
are
my
supposed to be working
children.
for the state of Oklahoma for our kids would peddle that kind of lie to try to disrupt the actions that the people of Oklahoma demanded.
I would love
True,
to see
Tara.
this cable TV box and screen before we leave, please, so we can just
Ah!
show people this is what they're talking about. This is what it is. It is not a
Stick
computer.
him.
It is
Look
not
at his
Ryan's
towel.
computer.
I love that it's not shying away from his face for even a single second. You know how usually during interviews they like go back and forth? This is great. This is absolute cinema. Do we have that as an emote yet? Does one of the mods want to add that? Absolute cinema.
Is there a chance that we can get some sort of visual so people can
We can see, we can micro-analyze every single little twitch on his face, every expression.
screen before we leave, please, so we can just show people this is
Oh,
what they're
he's so
talking
mad.
about. This is what it is. It is not a computer. It is not Ryan's computer.
Oh, he's
Is
so
there a
mad.
chance that we can get some sort of visual so people can finally picture what we're talking about?
It's a cable
incredible.
TV box. Wendy. I mean, it is a TV.
Let me ask your
that we've
folks,
done
just to
too.
be like,
Yeah, so
look,
let's see it, man.
this is what we're talking about here.
Nothing to hide, nothing to fear.
So you won't
Oh, I think he's saying, "Oh, don't worry, buddy. Your pal came in to your defense. Your little chaperone there."
show us the room, because that's the other thing is, did this happen in your office? Did
private
this?
office,
It's a
ma'am.
it's not his
Yeah.
private office, just
Oh,
a
another
private
chaperone.
office.
It's his private office. He's
His
the
private
state
office.
superintendent of
Okay, because that's the other thing is
Yes.
the stories. It is so hard to keep track, and that's why I'm so glad I'm getting this. This was in Ryan Walters' private office. He says it was a TV connected only to a cable box. This is not like an internet type situation. Is that what I'm
It
hearing?
was
So-
a cable.
I think he's covered in great detail.
I just want to make sure I have it.
No, wait. Well, actually, yeah, he did. He lied. He just lied. But she's like verifying. She wants to really make sure. Like, look at how she's playing this. It's so good because she wants to be like, no, I need you to explicitly tell me that there was like no internet connection, nothing. Because he keeps saying a cable box TV, it doesn't connect to anything else. Okay, tell me to my face then that it explicitly does not connect to the internet. No, she's absolutely calling him out. It's so good. And she's playing innocent too. It's perfect. Perfect.
Type situation. Is that what I'm
It
hearing?
was
So-
a cable.
I think he's covered in great detail.
I just want to make sure I have it right.
So,
But we're unable to see that. Or
Wendy, I've told you, this is an outrageous lie. The media has run with lies from board members with a political agenda that is now proven to be false by both
No, it's
two independent
not.
groups. This is outrageous.
She's
and
so
We
good.
should be asking what
Who
the
is
governor's
she?
involvement was. Does he stand by board members that have peddled the worst lie and scandal
Whatever she's getting paid, it's not enough. Pay her more.
in Oklahoma? And we will continue to push back against any kind of lie, any kind of attack on the people of Oklahoma.
but you won't show us the screen.
I just told you, it's a TV.
Perfect.
Wendy. It is a TV set.
We'd like to see it, so that's disappointing. But I
Oh
think
my
with any other
God, she's
questions,
not letting up.
It certainly adds so much more light to something that's been so murky. So we really appreciate that. Is there anything else that you want us to know? Sounds like you're looking forward to these agencies clearing your name, and then perhaps seeing who else might have done some wrongdoing here.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I mean, we're
Oh my
going to
God.
absolutely hold individuals accountable for these outrageous lies.
There can be one billionaire. I'll allow one. She can be a billionaire. That's fine.
Lies that they peddled and the accusations that they made that they knew were false that they have continued to peddle. And also, look, the media needs to take a real hard look too at this.
She
People
earned it.
ran with headlines. People ran with salacious lies that were provably false. And there's going to be a lot of consequences for this.
Okay?
Nice lady.
Sounds
Nova.
good. And
Perfect.
well, the consequences for media.
I'm looking at all avenues based on the lies that were
Such a
perpetrated
pussy,
against me.
dude.
Okay, gotcha.
Such a pussy. That's fantastic. Wendy Suarez. Wendy Suarez. What else has she done? Goddamn gorgeous. That's a follow. If ever there were one. Only 14K? Jesus Christ. It's from yesterday. No, 2 days ago. Here's the memo from OMES to Oklahoma lawmakers obtained by Brenna Rose TV. Good afternoon. The Office of Management and Enterprises Services is providing an update regarding a reported incident at the Oklahoma State Department of Education concerning explicit images, which was said to have occurred on Thursday, July 24th. Timeline. Following the incident, OMES received a written complaint from an OSDE board member requesting to, quote, file a formal complaint and request that his computers, personal devices, and cell phones used by him in his office using government resources be preserved to ensure any pornography be preserved. OMES then reached out to Oklahoma County Sheriff and the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation out of an abundance of caution and in recognition that OMES is not a law enforcement agency and has no authority to investigate such matters. On Monday, July 28th, the state superintendent also contacted OMES and asked OMES to examine equipment at OSDE. OMES sought clarity on which device or devices it was being asked to examine, and OSDE responded that it wanted OMES to analyze one Samsung TV, model that thing, serial number that thing, type 55, 55-inch, you know, you get it. Located in the superintendent's office, where the board meeting executive sessions take place. That email exchange is attached for review. OMES, along with 3 sheriff deputies, conducted a visit to OSDE on the afternoon of July 28th and engaged a third-party vendor to perform a thorough analysis of the TV. The findings from the review included the following. The TV had cable access, streaming services, was connected to an empty DVD player, and was equipped with a dipole antenna. The TV was connected to the state's open Wi-Fi network. Well, there you go. Yes, it had internet connection. A one-time passcode was required to access screencasting to the TV, limiting the number of people with casting ability to the device. So, could have only been one guy, huh? The search history on the TV was empty. Oh, that's interesting. The TV previously belonged to a former OSDE employee and was relocated to the superintendent's office earlier this month. He could have stuck it on that employee then. He's such a fucking idiot. The employee's account was still connected to YouTube TV, but under a new IP address. The superintendent mentioned that on board meeting days, many staff members, board members, and the public could access his office. Due to the hundreds of preloaded apps on the TV, the streaming services were not given a full review as the TV remained on site. It is important to note that OMES can only review technology at an agency's request. All right, is there anything else useful? The investigations did not clear him. At best, we're not sure yet. They're just saying we're not sure yet. She's following this very closely, though. I hope to see... She's getting a selfie. Queen shit. I'm gonna keep following the story. It is very funny. This guy. I'm comfortable calling him a child murderer. He's a child killer. He's at least partially responsible for the death of one non-binary child, and therefore I hope that the full weight of consequences falls into his lap as a result of this very unfortunate mishap with his alleged viewing of aberrant gay porn on his device in a school board meeting. We'll see what happens. Hi, thanks so much for watching and making it to the end of the video. I just wanted to let you all know that I love and appreciate everybody in my community, whether you can support me financially or just by liking, commenting, and sharing my videos. It helps way more than you know. That being said, I do want to give a very special thanks to my tier 4 subs, which would be Space Timid and Hot Take Andy. And thanks so much to my monetary subscribers from any of the tiered subs, or anybody who gives me money in any form, including going to my Patreon shop, donating money to me directly. It all helps way more than you know. If you do decide to help me financially, you can get some really cool perks like early access to content, exclusive access to censored videos, also some really cool badges next to your name. Even if you can't afford a monetary subscription, just watching, sharing, and commenting on my content helps way more than you know. Thanks again, and I will see you all in the next video.